With so many races, cultures, and stories populating the massive world of classic WoW, sometimes you can come across things in the most unlikely places. Being among the oldest civilizations on Azeroth, the Titans and their constructs have a very nuanced history spread across the continents, most of which is lost in time and interspersed into other civilizations and stories. The Earthen, stone beings created to maintain Titan facilities and sculpt the land in ancient times, eventually faded into legend, and now only a few remain. In fact, outside of the secluded Titan vault of Uldaman, there is only one left. This is the story of the last Earthen, a tale that many players may not know the significance of, and with all that being said, let's get right into it. For today's video, it might help to imagine yourself as an adventurer of the Horde, just leaving familiar lands and venturing into the unknown. After Mulgore or Durotar and the Barrens, you might eagerly turn your attention to the west. The Stonetalon Mountains are a rugged region, uncommon in how they convey their sense of scale. The verticality as you ascend from the base of the range to the highest peaks is a unique experience that really shows this is a domain of Earth. In your journey, you might find respite at the idyllic Sunrock Retreat, an outpost of the growing Horde that serves as the main quest hub for the zone. Here, a shaman named Morogal offers the following quest. Something is amiss here in Stonetalon. Can you feel the tension in the air? Southeast of here lies a deep cave in Boulder Slide Ravine. The kobolds there are frantically mining a rare crystal called Rezonite. I need you to bring back some ore samples so that I can understand what's happening in that cave. It's imperative I know what evil lurks under these mountains. This quest doesn't seem special at first glance. Just explore a cave and gather 10 crystals. Pretty typical by WoW standards. However, the quest text is important. An evil lurking here in Stonetalon, kobolds frantically mining there. It definitely sounds like something is indeed amiss. Traveling down the ravine and entering the cave, the quest should go rather smoothly, and the Gogger clan of kobolds shouldn't be an issue for you coming in from the Barrens. But something might catch your eye as you near the back of the cave, a large geometric crystal floating above an underground pool. Without the knowledge to proceed, and the objectives completed, you return to Sunrock to report on your findings. The Rezonite crystals have a trace of earthen magic. Legend states that the Earthen are creatures created by the Titans. They were used to create the land our feet walk on. This most definitely is a threat that cannot be ignored. You have uncovered a dark threat to the land. The Rezonite cask you have found in that cave houses a slumbering Earthen by the name of Goggerok. Take the crystal and smash open the Rezonite cask. When awakened, Goggerok will be weakened. Slay him, adventurer. I fear if we do not dispose of this threat immediately, all of Stonetalon will be lost. The might of an Earthen cannot be matched by any means. We can learn a lot from these interactions. We have our first mention of the Earthen, Goggerok, that ties back to the kobolds in the cave you just encountered. Second, there's an immediate sense of animosity between this shaman and the Earthen, and from your point of view, this appears as a serious foe. Returning to the cave and smashing open the crystal, sure enough, Goggerok emerges, an elite creature who might cause problems if you're not prepared. Though he does put up quite a fight, it is fascinating a creature so small could be the root of such evil here in the zone, appearing as a diminutive living statue with gems adorning a marble body. Eliminating the strange Earthen in the back of the cave marks the end of the quest chain, and this is what Morogal has to say. Slaying Goggerok was a task for no one less than a hero. All of Stonetalon and Kalimdor are indebted to you, noble adventurer. And with that, you're free to continue your work in Stonetalon. But that's far from the end of the story that I think we can uncover here. Our shaman friend convinces us that a slumbering Earthen is the greatest threat to the zone, and yet this is not portrayed as a climactic final battle, with the Windshear Crag, the Charred Vale, and even the Eldritch Stonetalon Peak holding much more serious threats to Horde players. On top of this, the Earthen and their Titan allies have historically been benevolent toward the mortal races, and it seems odd for a shaman to claim this to be a great source of evil beneath the land. there is missing information that must be found to explain why we would want to destroy a servant of the Titans. Let's zoom out now and consider the big picture. This quest line, while short, echoes a very similar story on the other side of the world. Deep within the Arathi Highlands, a very similar stone structure can be found, the Shards of Mizrael. Both Alliance and Horde players can complete a quest line here, which culminates in summoning another being to the surface world and defeating it, Mizrael herself. Though she uses the Titanic Watcher model, Mizrael is a self-proclaimed princess of the earth, secretly aligning herself with the old gods against the giants who imprisoned her. This story heavily implies that Mizrael has been corrupted or possessed by sinister old god magic, and the fact that she summons rebel prismatic exiles to aid her also supports this idea. Even true elementals are her enemy. The end also gives us a creepy final word. As the eldritch shackles are placed around the shards, an inhuman wail is heard from far below. The scream is followed by a roar. Now the shards pulse with an open menace, as if the thing beneath them holds ill will toward the surface. Whatever was controlling the body of this living statue, Mizrael, it is no longer a noble servant of the Titans. I believe our Earthen Lord Gogorok is a mirror image of this tale. Having been in hibernation for thousands of years, old god influence from below Stonetalon seeped into the cask and corrupted him, making him a conduit for dark magic that was then sensed by a wayward shaman exploring the mountains. It's not that the Earthen is the greatest threat to the zone, it's what's controlling him. Though the Stonetalon caverns from Warcraft 3 aren't around right now in Classic WoW, it's possible that one day we could see the deeper dark of this zone unearthed. There are 2 points I want to end on today. First, there are also similarities between the two stories with regard to kobolds. Though while the Gogor clan serves the Earthen, or rather the old god efforts here, the Drywhisker clan in Arathi serves the giants in imprisoning Mizrael. Their allegiances could be swapped for any number of reasons, though my leading idea is that the giants act as a sort of anchor or leader for the kobolds in Arathi to rally around, preventing them from being swayed by other powers. Second, the big question that's left is where Gogorok could have come from, and why he's found in this random cave. Despite a lot of the Titan focus happening in the Eastern Kingdoms, we also have evidence of their facilities here in Kalimdor. I recently talked about Maraudon potentially being a massive Titan vault in its own video, but there are also other nearby candidates for his original home, including Baal Madan in the Barrens, which has been confirmed as being a major Titan base, or potentially the ruins at Rem Travel's excavation in Darkshore. There is something to be said about the former two, as the Tauren do have ancestral ties to Desolace and the Barrens, and potentially these sites were where ancient tales of powerful stone beings came from. We don't know exactly why Gogorok ended up here in Stonetalon, but it's likely in the millennia of the Titan structures failing, old god corruption growing, and the Sundering ripping apart the world. It's possible this single Earthen found his way here and entered hibernation to escape some of the ravages of the world. The tale of the last Earthen is significant because it shows that tens of thousands of years after their inception, the infrastructure and creations of the Titans are still prevalent across many zones in WoW, even ones you might not first think of. It's also a little reassuring to know that you didn't actually destroy a benevolent crafter from an age long gone, instead, merely a husk corrupted by dark powers working to spread their influence. Next time you enter the Stonetalon Mountains as a Horde player, maybe you'll see this quest in a whole new way, and think about other routes this zone could take going into the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force be with you.